Welcome back to another weekly Facebook Live. I'm glad you're here. I'm Cassie Sykes, and today I want to talk about something that is changing fast. And if you're not actively thinking about it, it's easy to get left behind. We're talking about how you manage your money and how technology can completely transform that for the better. Not by giving you another thing to do, but by removing chaos, improving cash flow, and giving you back your time. Let's dive in. Hang on. Make sure my stuff is working. If we haven't yet met, I'm Cassie Sykes. I'm an enrolled agent and the founder of Greener Pastures Income Tax, where I work primarily with veterinarians and veterinary practice owners across the country. I specialize in working with veterinary professionals just like you to help simplify the number side of your business, reduce your financial overwhelm, and build a more profitable, sustainable practice. I've been doing this type of work for over 25 years now. I'm based here in East Texas. I've been married since 2006. We have 2 teenagers, and in my off hours, you can usually find me playing roller derby. Yes, my derby name is a nod to April 15th because, well, tax season. So yeah, if I can untangle tax code and compliance regulations after a scrimmage, I promise we can make it make sense for your practice today too. Let's be honest, the way most veterinary practices handle their finances is still pretty outdated. Even if you're using accounting software like QuickBooks, many practice owners are still operating with a download the report, stare at the numbers, and hope something makes sense approach. Maybe you're using spreadsheets to track vendor payments. Maybe you're printing out reports and highlighting things by hand. Maybe your accountant sends you a monthly or quarterly P&L and you glance at it, then bury it in a stack of paperwork because you don't have time to dig through it. That's not a real financial system. That's a mess of disconnected tools and manual work that creates more stress than insight. It's also a system where things slip through the cracks, missed deductions, uncollected invoices, overspending in certain categories, or underpricing services without realizing it. The old school method of tracking finances is holding you back. You're working harder than you need to without the clear picture you deserve. What if instead of being the person constantly reacting to money issues, you had a system that worked in the background, automatically classifying expenses, showing you real-time profitability, and flagging anything unusual before it becomes a problem? That's what automation can do. And the tools to make this happen are more accessible now than ever. For example, using smart bank rules in QuickBooks Online, you can set up recurring logic that tells the system every time you see a charge from XYZ Labs, categorize it as lab fees. You do it once and it remembers forever. That's time you save every single month, and that time adds up fast. You can also bring in tools like Dext to snap a photo of a receipt or pull invoices directly from your email and have them categorized and linked to the correct transaction. No more end of month receipt piles. No more trying to remember what that Amazon charge was from 3 weeks ago. When these tools are set up correctly, you gain visibility, you gain confidence. You can start each month already knowing where your money went, and more importantly, where it needs to go. One of the biggest shifts, one of the biggest shifts I help my veterinary clients make is moving from fragmented systems to integrated ones. When your point of sale system, your inventory tracker, your payroll provider, and your accounting software are all separate, you're stuck in a world of manual entry. Every time a staff member gets a raise, someone has to update it in payroll, maybe in your budget, maybe in your spreadsheet. Every time you place an inventory order, someone has to enter it into accounting and double check whether it's classified properly. That's exhausting, and it's a recipe for mistakes. But when your systems talk to each other, everything changes. Suddenly, your COGS reflect real-time inventory purchases. Your payroll syncs seamlessly into your P&L. You can actually see how much of your gross revenue is going to labor, to medications, to rent, without having to chase down 3 people and 5 reports. Integration doesn't just save time, it gives you cleaner, more trustworthy data, and that means faster, smarter decisions. Most practice owners are in a constant state of financial rear view mirror. They're always looking at what already happened, not what's coming. And that's dangerous, especially if you're trying to grow, pay off debt, or hit specific income goals. That's why forecasting is a tool I believe every veterinary clinic should use. And no, it doesn't require expensive software. You can start with something as simple as a structured Google Sheet. The point is to move from what did I make last month to what do I need to make next month to hit my goal, and then track that proactively. When you forecast with real numbers, factoring in your average monthly expenses, your payroll costs, your expected seasonal fluctuations, you can make smarter decisions now that prevent crisis mode later. You can decide to hire or wait based on your projected cash flow. You can map out your tax payments so they're built into your budget. You can raise prices with clarity, not just guesswork. Forecasting turns you into the CEO of your practice instead of just the lead clinician crossing your fingers. Oops. Let's shift gears to one of the biggest friction points in practice finances, getting paid. You provide incredible care, your team shows up, your invoices go out, but if you're relying on clients to remember to pay and you don't have systems to track and follow up, you're likely losing thousands per year in uncollected revenue. Modern payment tools can change that overnight. If you're offering wellness plans, use autopay. If you're billing clients after services, send digital invoices with click to pay options. Use systems that send automatic reminders when a payment is missed. Make it as easy as possible for your clients to pay and for your team to track it. The other side of this is recurring billing. If you offer any monthly services like VIP programs, medication subscriptions, or boarding packages, recurring billing eliminates manual invoicing. Clients appreciate the convenience and your practice gains predictable revenue. That's a win-win, and it protects your cash flow without adding manual work. It's not about buying more tech, it's about building the right system. This isn't about having the flashiest tools or the most expensive platforms. That's really not the goal. The goal is to build a system that supports the way you work, one that your team can use consistently, and one that gives you the data you need to lead your business with confidence. Some of my most successful clients aren't using anything fancy. They're using a smart combination of QuickBooks, Google Sheets, and one or two automation tools. And they've built processes around them. That's what makes the difference. You don't need every bell and whistle. You need clarity, consistency, and a system that keeps your practice moving forward without burying you in busy work. Let's bring it all together. So if you're still managing your finances manually or reacting to emergencies, you're not alone, but it's not sustainable. You deserve a financial system that works as hard as you do. That doesn't just track the past, it helps you plan for the future. So here's your takeaway. Automate what drains your time, integrate your systems to reduce error, use forecasting to lead your practice like a business, and make it easier for your clients to pay on time and in full. If you want help building that system, that's exactly what I do. I offer a free profit and cash flow analysis for veterinary practices that breaks down what's working, what's not, and where you can tighten things up. No fluff, no tech overwhelm, just strategy that makes sense for your practice. If you're ready to finally feel in control of your finances, you can book a free call with me right here at the link on the screen. I'll also drop it in the comments. And if this live training gave you some ideas or helped shift your thinking, share it with another veterinary clinic owner who might need it. Before you go, I want to share an incredible resource designed to elevate your veterinary practice's financial success. I've put together a free ebook just for you. It's called 7 Financial Strategies. Inside, you'll discover practical steps to increase profitability, improve cash flow, and make smarter financial decisions for your practice. You can grab your free copy in the comments. It's completely free, and I highly encourage you to check it out if you want to see your practice thrive. Plus, if you know another vet who could benefit, feel free to share it, because every veterinary professional deserves the tools to build a profitable and sustainable practice. Thank you so much for tuning in today. If you found this helpful, like this video, share it with another veterinarian, and I'll see you next time when we have our next training next Saturday. Have a great day. Thank you. Oh, shoot.